The purpose of this video is to heavily emphasize the fact that words mean things, right? As someone that used to speak very negatively about themselves, I can attest to now I can see how detrimental that is to one's life. You know, I've shared stories about myself in the past where I used to cuss myself out in the mirror, used to say a whole bunch of degrading things about myself. And the problem with that is I was affirming to myself all these negative things. And even more detrimental, I was speaking, I was vocalizing, I was giving them a true existence in my physical reality. And even worse, I was saying them in front of a mirror, you know, directly reflecting that energy right back to me. And what makes it even worse is these false things that I was degrading myself with, I began to believe. And because I began to believe them, I started to experience those maleffects in my life. As someone that's come up from that dark place, I see people casually speaking about themselves in such a negative way, and they think that that doesn't have an effect on their lives, but it does. Yeah, bro, man, I'm so lazy, bro. I don't do stuff like that. Oh, yeah, man, that's not for me. I could never do that. Oh, I wish I could do something like that, but I would never be able to do that. And some people say even worse things. Oh, I'm not worthy of that. I'm not deserving of good things. Oh, only bad things happen to me. And guess what? Affirmations work for the positive side and the negative side. And what do you think you're affirming when you say you're not worthy of something? Something never will happen to you. All these types of things. You're affirming that these things will never happen to you. And then you're going to get mad when these exact words that you uttered manifest in your world. You see that? So, we're going to go over the differences between affirmations and mantras and how to craft a very powerful mantra. Okay? And I will share with you, you know, the one that I've been using for the past month, and it very quickly began to show its effectiveness in my life. You feel me? Affirmations and mantras, right? To me, affirmations are the tools. They're the nuts, the bolts, the shovels, the power drills, the construction equipment, all the things that put the mantra together. Affirmations are the nuts, the bolts, the tools. Mantra is the blueprint, right? The words that you live by. It's the overarching words and energy that you are going to inhabit. So what is going to be your mantra? We'll get to that in a second. When it comes to these affirmations, another way that I like to put it is the affirmations are the small picture, the microcosm, and the mantra is the big picture, the big fish in the sea, right? We in the conscious community, spiritual community, or any of you on your self-help journey and all that type of stuff, you get gravitated to affirmations. You know, I am loved, I am happy, I am healthy, I am strong. Anything following that I am is what you are affirming to be. Affirmations, affirm. You see what I'm saying? So you are affirming to your subconscious mind what you want to experience in your life. So when you are constantly repeating to yourself, I am strong, I am successful, I am going to nail this sales pitch, I am going to kill it in this presentation I have for class, I am going to become the best rapper, the best singer, the best YouTuber, the best TikToker, whatever. I am followed by whatever it is that you want is what you are affirming, is what you are constantly giving energy to, right? So a lot of people, when they're trying to better their lives, they begin to use these affirmations, the 3-6-9 method, the 5x5, the 55, whatever, you know, writing, scripting, all that type of stuff. You're repeating things over and over and over until you impress it in your subconscious mind, right? So they're useful. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. They are both equally important. You just need to understand what they do and what their roles are in your life, right? So affirmations are the tools. Now, what I want to focus on is the mantra, right? The mantra needs to be something powerful, right? Now, this is, like I said, words mean things. So what does the word powerful mean? When I go on my rants and my tangents, I've already shared with y'all many a times that I'm a very emotional person. And every time I say that I'm emotional, I say I'm emotional, or I'd rather say emotionful. I'm not emotional where I'm dictated my emotions. If I get mad, I say a whole bunch of stupid stuff I don't mean. I'm emotionful, as in I'm very passionate about what I talk about. I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm very passionate about the things I put my time and energy towards, right? So when you are making your mantra, this overarching energy that you want your life to exhibit, you need to make sure that you are using powerful language, because some of y'all don't realize how intertwined everything is. If you're using a whole bunch of affirmations that are affirming weak and negative things in your life, what are you going to manifest in your world? That's why even your affirmations need to be powerful. But even then, of course, there's levels to this shit. When it comes to affirmations, mantras, you can have a powerful affirmation and mantra, or you can have a powerful affirmation and mantra. And you know, to be honest, when I share mine with y'all, you're going to realize I'm already abiding by like one of my parameters. Whereas it needs to be something that some people, like there's going to be some people that be, yo, I like that. And there's going to be some people that, oh, you can never accomplish that. That's what sets you apart from the negative people. You need to have powerful language full of power. Something, if you're going to align yourself with these affirmations and these mantras, you need to make damn sure that these words that you're saying are powerful, not just good, not just great, but powerful. Something that if like especially when it comes to your mantra, if the world were to stop, if we were to go through the blackouts, famine, disease, all this type of stuff, but you remember your mantra and you repeat that to yourself, it's something that can give you hope, bring you power, at the very least, bring a damn smile to your face, right? You have to also understand too, before I share my mantra with you, and I break it down, because I know I'm going to need to break it down for some people, you know, you're going to have to realize that a lot of you are unwittingly using weak language. And even worse, once again, words mean things. You're not only using weak language, you're using weakening language. Let me go ahead and break this down. Weak language can be identified in a bunch of different ways, but for the sake of this example, for your affirmations, you said, you know, I want, right? I want a new car. I want to be first place. I want to be successful. That in itself is weak language, because as I've stated many a times, if you were to get exactly what it is that you just affirmed, then you are going to manifest wanting whatever it is that you wanted. Because if you want it, then they're just going to say yes. God, the universe, whoever is going to say yes. You want to be in first place. You want to be great. And in your physical experience, you're going to be running around saying, why don't I have whatever it is I want? I said I want this. Yes, you want a new basketball. You want a new car. You see, that's weak language. Now, what is the difference between weak and weakening language? Weakening language is something that is, you know, the present progressive, weakening, and the act of, and the process of weakening yourself. So when you say, oh man, I'm so stupid, I'm so fat, or you look at me, I'm so scrawny, oh, I'm so this, oh, no one's ever gonna love me, oh man, I'm always gonna be a loser, oh my God. You are actively weakening yourself over time, because you know you are constantly saying, I am weak, I'm always sick, I'm always this, I'm always that. So why would you align yourself with weak and weakening language when you have the whole dictionary of words to align yourself with, and you want to choose the weak and weakening ones? Like I said, your affirmations and your mantra needs to be something powerful. Once again, big picture. You identify the big picture in your head, and then your affirmations are going to get you there, right? The look at the mantra as the whole path to the treasure, you know, and then X marks the spot. You have the whole map of what you need to do. The affirmations are your steps to go find the X marks the spot, to go find the X on the map, to go find the treasure hidden within you, right? So what is my mantra? My mantra is 3 sentences, and I know it's going to trigger some people, but I'll break it down. All right. My mantra that has proven itself to be very effective in my world is, I am God. I am perfect. My life is perfect. That's it. But think about that real quick before I break it down to you. Think about that. If that were to be true, imagine how magnificent my life is going to become. If, just as for some of you that don't believe in words, if that were to happen, imagine how magnificent my life would be. If I am God, I am perfect, my life is perfect. Broad and powerful, right? Now let me break this down, because some people already clicked off. They thought they were about to get smited just by watching this video, all right? When I say I am God, I am not saying that I'm the guy, the big guy upstairs that you pray to that's going to give you admission into heaven. The one that's watching everything, that knows your every move, your every thought. You know, that's not what I'm saying. Y'all have heard me say it multiple times, that the Father and I are one, but he is greater than I. Oh, there's a doggy. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. How you doing? It's all good. Random dog visit. But nevertheless, you know, it's like when I say that I am God, I'm not saying that I'm your Lord, the one that dictates whether you go to heaven or hell. I'm just saying the Father and I are one. What I identify as God and I are one. As I've already identified, that dog is God, the grass is God, air is God, the tree is God, that building is God, your mama is God, your brother is God, your Xbox is God, your t-shirt is God. Everything is God in my world. So if all of that is God, why can't I be God? You see what I'm saying? And I truly do believe this already, right? It's like I am God. I am the creator of everything. Everything that I utter from my mouth is going to manifest in my world because I am the creator of this experience. I am the author. I am the main character. I am the cast. I am the refreshments crew. You know, I am all of that in my world. This is like the expert level of taking accountability of your life. A lot of people run around and they say a whole bunch of things. They do a whole bunch of stuff, but they take zero accountability for their actions. They are not willing to accept the consequences of their actions. They're so quick to blame other people for it. But if you begin to take accountability, if you begin to take responsibility for every single thing in your world, at a certain point, you got to realize that you are the creator of this. You are the writer of this, and you are going to experience everything. So that makes me the God of my life, right? For those of you that are still triggered by that, I'm sorry. I can't break it down any further than that. I am perfect. Well, okay, assuming that you can't get down with me saying that I am God, God made everything, right? As we've already broken down. So God made things imperfectly? God made a mistake. Huh? When he made that tree over there with a little crook in it. Oh, he made that tree crooked. Oh, God messed up. Or is it like y'all believe in y'all's good book that God created everything perfectly? Or as it's already, I think we can all agree on, God created us in his image, right? So if God created me in his image, did God create me imperfectly? No. So that means that God made me perfect. So I'm perfect. You know? Now bringing it down a level, when I say that I am perfect, I'm not saying like I am without fault. I am without shortcomings or anything like that. No, it's just saying that my successes are perfect. My failures are perfect. If my successes and my failures are perfect because they are perfect lessons for me, then that means that it's building me into a perfect being. God made me perfect and life made me perfect, which leads me to my final point. My life is perfect. You know, a lot of people still did not understand the very basic lesson that I've been speaking since, like, you know, the very beginning of my channel, that nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. If you look at everything as a gift, then, and especially a gift from God, then shit, my life is perfect. Man. And you have to look at it like this. I gave y'all this example before. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then that means A is equal to C. I'm God, and therefore if I'm God, then that means my life must be perfect because God creates everything perfectly. Oh, snap, look at that. When you get out of your religious dogma, you can see what I'm saying. Now, you don't have to get down with the get down. If you are uncomfortable saying that you are God, that's fine. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at anybody else that doesn't believe that. Just change these words around to make sense to you. But you see how powerful that is. If God is the all-powerful, all-knowing being, and I'm aligning myself with that type of energy, well, damn, that makes me a powerful individual. And we can all tap into this power. It's just like, are you going to limit yourself, or are you going to break the barriers of your mind, break the barriers of what you've been taught, and go out there and craft your own life? Till the next one.